Oh boy.
Hello.
Hello. Hi everybody. It's Friday. It's October
23rd.
23rd.
One day after my nephew's birthday.
One day after Matt's 35th birthday. Oh, we didn't mention that yesterday. Well, we mentioned his birthday, but we didn't mention that he's an MMA fighter and he's going to be fighting soon.
Yeah, we have to find out more information about
That's
Cindy. Lori actually gave me information. I haven't read it yet because I'm a dumbass.
Well, he posted something about it.
Okay, good.
Hi, everybody. It's the Knockem Comedy Radio Show coming at you live on govsradio.com from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown, New York. Excuse me. On govsradio.com. That is the website where you can see our show. Gov's Comedy Club Radio is the Facebook page where you can watch us. That's also the name of the YouTube channel where you can watch us. Those are the three places to watch us. Although, if you don't want to watch us on your device or on your computer, you'd rather sit back on that TV, drink your coffee or whatever you're drinking, and enjoy something fun on TV. If you have a smart TV, a Roku, a Fire Stick, or an Apple TV, or any of those smart things, you can download an app called Boxcast, and you can watch all of your favorite Govs radio shows right there on Boxcast. As our good friends Dr. Ken Pichelle and Dr. Don Sill say, we on TV, y'all! Oh, is it on?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's on Facebook?
Yeah, why not? Why would you think that it wasn't?
Because there's no notification here that it's there.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't, actually, because I have your phone.
Hello.
So I got one, and you didn't. So, hi, everybody. How you doing? Hello, Nikki. That's the only name I see there. Hope everybody's well.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
Sally's all excited. It's Friday. All right. So, Sally's going to start sharing it. So, please bear with us as we're sharing the show all over the place. Please like the show. Please hit those hearts and those likes and all that good stuff. Please share the show to every page you can and tell everybody you know about it, about our show, the Knockem Comedy Radio Show, and Govs Radio, all the great shows here at govsradio.com.
I just had a weird flashback from my fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Gloger.
Mrs. Gloger.
Gloger the
What a
Ogre.
name.
She was the
Why?
worst teacher I ever had, and we called her Gloger the Ogre.
Well, why did you have a flashback?
Because you said so, and then she would look at you and she'd go, so buttons? And I'm like, go fuck yourself, Mrs. Gloger.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then
right.
and then she would do this. Like if you said anything like you couldn't say that you were done, she'd go, are you well baked? Fuck you, Mrs. Gloger. All these words, like I'm afraid to say now. Like I'll be like, oh, I'm finished, because I'm just like nervous that Gloger the Ogre is gonna like. She was awful. Okay, go ahead. At least she's dead now.
Twice.
I think
Somebody
she's
help me.
dead.
Well, was she an old lady?
She looked like she was like... She probably looked like she was about 60 when I was in fourth grade. So she's got to be
I
dead.
think it's a good chance she's dead since you were in elementary school almost 50 years ago.
Cleansing breath. Yeah. She had like all these like weird things that annoyed the fuck out of people. Mrs. fucking Gloger the Ogre. I'm almost done. Okay. See? I said done. Now I'm over it. Now I can say I'm done. See? Isn't that good? I had a little vent about Mrs. Gloger, and now I've moved on.
Obviously. It was only 50 years ago.
I feel so much better now. My whole life is different.
So is mine.
Okay, sorry.
So while she's sharing the show by the she-side, as Andy Plagano says, I will do the ads and get them over with quick. Hey, the Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Nolan Boulevard, is open. Their rooftop lounge is open. They're available for takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. The Roslyn Social, great service, great place, great food, outrageously good food. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. 516-801-4963. Say hi to Nick. Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Please check out their to-go curbside menu. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish, from tow through insurance process to return of your vehicle. They got your back, baby. Please call Two Eagles Auto Body at 516-328-2527, located in New Hyde Park. Two Eagles Auto Body, ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. Gina Congemi Coffin, licensed real estate broker with Signature Premier Properties, 631-495-7696. Gina sold my house. She worked really hard for me and did a fantastic job. Not a single complaint, and got the job done beautifully. Gina Congemi Coffin, licensed real estate broker at Signature Premier Properties, 631-495-7696. Gina will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast it'll make your
head spin.
Bella Vista Pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza. I used to say it better. How did I used to say it?
Well, you didn't sing.
Bella Vista Pizza. How did
Bella
I do it?
Vista Pizza.
Bella Vista Pizza. Oh, that's so much better. Thanks.
516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. Located at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. It's a nice little shopping center. Easy to get to, just a mile or so south of the LIE. Centrally located on Long Island.
They'll deliver too.
They'll deliver too. Or you can go there because it's at a good location.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the best pizza. Fantastic pizza. Sallie loves it.
Oh, it's so good.
Mark White loves it. Eric loves it. Everybody loves it. And the nicest bunch of guys, too. George, the owner, has been my pal for 40 years. They're just fantastic. So get your pizza at Bella Vista Pizza, 516-433-4464. Tell them Knockem Dead Comedy sent you. You get a free garlic knot. Governor's Comedy Club Radio would like to thank all of you for choosing Gov's Comedy Club Radio to watch during this whole crazy year. Hopefully you're having some laughs. It's making this year easy.
Fucked up year, man.
Easier. Now is a great time to show your favorite station some love by going to teespring.com. Scroll down till you see the search bar, type in Gov's Radio, and that'll take you to our pages of all of our swag. T-shirts and hats and mugs and all sorts of cool stuff, face masks, all that good stuff. Please get yourself some Gov's Radio swag. The money goes right back into the studio as we're trying to make improvements in this studio. We are in the process of getting more and more quality content, and that's where the money goes, man, right back into the studio. So we thank you for the support. We thank you for the hearts, the likes, the shares, and the support on teespring.com. But we're giving back, baby. Take a picture of yourself with your Gov's Radio swag, send it to us on Facebook, and we'll send you a free pass to Governor's Comedy Club, any of the 3 great Governor's Comedy Clubs. 3 clubs, 5 stages, all of them great shows. All 5 stages have great comedy shows. The biggest names in comedy play the 3 clubs of Governors. So thank you for your support at Teespring. Head on over to govs.com. That's the club's website, where you can catch the latest on what's going on with this shutdown, and maybe you can find out what you can do. You can definitely support once the club opens back up by coming in. So join their mailing list, because on their mailing list they give out free admission all the time. So go to their mailing list. Join their mailing list. Govs.com. Teespring.com, govs.com, govsradio.com. That's our website for the station. And KnockemDeadComedy.com. That is the comedy troupe run by Eric Shevlin and myself. And Sallie is our stage manager. We do all sorts of audience interactive comedy shows, mainly murder mysteries, comedic murder mysteries. We do game shows, we do kid shows, we do custom work, all sorts of great stuff for your fundraiser, your private party, your corporate event, whatever it is.
There's music, dancing, games, fun stuff.
That's right. Knockem
Tony
Day.
sings.
Tony does not sing.
Sometimes you sing.
No, I don't.
Sometimes you sing.
When?
You've never sung in a murder mystery. He sings.
When? I don't recall this at all. I was going to say no.
Really?
When did I
Redneck Wedding,
sing?
you sing.
That doesn't count. Well, I'm singing with somebody, and it's a silly song. It's not like we got to belt out this fantastic, crooning or something. We sing "I Don't Want Her, You Can Have Her, She's Too Fat for Me." That's the song I sing. Big deal.
You sing.
KnockemDeadComedy.com. Hi, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.
watching. Kristen's watching. Everyone says good morning. Jeff Bosey's watching. Says good morning. Andrew Plagiano said Sallie shares the show by the seaside. Oh,
yeah,
you
I
said
read
that
that.
already.
Jennifer is watching. Jeff Bosey, my mother. Hello, Kathy.
Benny. Adam Snare's watching. I like his posts. He has really good posts.
Who?
Adam Snare.
Adam's a good guy. I like Adam.
Jeff Bosey said, I can make a request that the wonderful host of Knockem Dead wish Sarah a happy birthday.
Is Sarah his daughter or his wife?
I don't know.
Well, either way. Sarah, have a great birthday. Jeff said he was going to spend all sorts of money on you today.
He said not to say it out loud because but he is.
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Joan. Krupi Asher. Hello, Nora. Hello, Luann. Hello, Janet. There's a lot of money in real murders. Maybe we'll try that. Hello, Gary.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew Fremder. That psycho. All right, what do you got?
What do I have?
What do you got today?
Oh,
we don't. Oh, sorry. Oh, all right. Well, yeah, I can start if you want.
yeah, cool.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, are we doing the debate? Are we talking about that?
Oh yeah, we watched the debate. So here's how the debate went for us. Tony walks in the door with a big thing of chocolate chip cookies that he's been staying away from because he's trying to be really good on his diet and be healthier. And he made the announcement that the only way he was going to watch the debate is if he could make cookies.
I hope they have more debates now.
I know. Can we debate every
That was
day?
the best part of the debate, was baking cookies. Oh, it was so good. Chocolate chip.
I mean, I thought the debate
Pillsbury.
was. I thought it went. I think everyone, no matter how you feel about the politicians on the stage, I think everyone should be happy that someone had a mute button and it was the sign language interpreters alone, didn't want to kill themselves after it. I think it went well.
I think it's an embarrassment that we need a mute button, but
I'm glad it's there.
They didn't have to use it as much as
one
I think
time-
most people anticipated.
One time, Trump got it at one of the end of his sentences. If I were the moderator, I would have been like this all night long.
Oh, was she the one actually doing it?
Yeah, I think she had it. No,
I don't know. I didn't see
I
it.
would have. If I was the moderator,
I didn't see a buzzer.
I would have insisted on that little.
Because no, I don't think it was. Because there were times she was trying to get them to stop, and they were still going, and their mic was on. You didn't see her once. Just shut them up that way.
Yeah,
so I'm saying somebody else.
She was
had it.
great because I would have been mean about it. I would have been like, no one goes over 2 minutes, and let me just tell you right now, I almost hope you do.
And that's why you're not a mediator.
I would have been like that. So she was gracious.
You're very violent today.
And kind. And I say fuck a lot. Have you noticed I said fuck 5 times today already?
I kind of like that.
It's because of Mrs. Gloger. Fucking asshole.
You're like Eric with mentioning John Tavares. He just goes off. If he's watching now, which he's not, but if he was watching now and he heard me say John Tavares, he'd just be screaming in his house.
You didn't know that woman, man.
But I didn't bring her up either. Hello, Anthony. Gina's watching. Gina, we did your ad. We've been doing your ads every day.
Guinness is launching a non-alcoholic beer for all you drunks out there during COVID.
They didn't.
And you were all drunks during COVID, so this is good news for you.
They didn't have one already?
No, they didn't. Not a lot of
surprised.
companies have
Really?
it. The better companies have it.
Like Bud has it, right? Or no?
Trying to think. Yeah, I think Budweiser does.
Is it easy to list the people who do have it? Or-
Yeah. Yeah, but
Really?
they're good companies, and because when you make like a non-alcoholic beer, I was reading about it. You don't. Everything is still in it, and then you have to like go through the process of taking the alcohol out. So it actually costs more money for the company to make a great non-alcoholic beer than it does to make just a regular great beer. So thank you, because no one but this world needs more than a great company making non-alcoholic beer than us this year. Because, man.
So you're anticipating this beer to be delicious.
I think
because
it'll
it's
be good.
Guinness.
Because it's Guinness. Guinness makes a really good beer. Yeah. I mean, it's different than other beers. It's, there's a lot to it. But, yeah.
It's just because you're Irish.
Yeah. And they make other things other than just, the Guinness that everyone thinks about, where you pour it from the tap and there's that cream on the top. They have like lighter beers too that are very well made and good. So I'm actually curious to see what it'll taste like.
When's it coming out?
And even remember that like the first like awful non-alcoholic beer. It's like
O'Doul's
or something. This year, and I think all the companies are kind of like figuring out that people do want that choice. They want to go out with their friends and they want to have, a beer, like a good tasting beer that isn't gonna fuck up, being sober or whatever they're trying to like work on in life. It's a really good thing to do. And so O'Doul's, which their regular beer is awful, came out with an amber this year. So the companies are really kind of coming along. I'm proud of them.
All right, I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah.
So you have to educate me. When you say an amber, is that still non-alcoholic?
The ones that look, like every there's light beers, there's lagers and ambers and wheat beer, and there's actually a couple of good wheat beers that are out there on the market.
Beer.
Yeah.
So when is this? So this?
Amber, like when you see like kind of like a reddish looking beer.
When is the? Oh, right. When is this?
The launch.
McGuinness.
They were saying
Guinness.
that they're.
I'm gonna shut up.
They're launching it in England and Ireland today. Oh,
so this isn't. Oh, so it's already done. It's coming out today.
But it's not in America yet. But a lot of companies are in America. For those of you who would like to enjoy a nice beer with like Mexican food and not have Diet Coke if you're trying to stay away from alcohol.
Well, get Elio on that phone right now. Tell him his assignment for this weekend is to find somebody that we can talk to on Monday.
To try it.
Who can tell it that tried it over the weekend and can tell us about it.
Yeah, I don't think Elio's
not that big of a drinker.
He doesn't, not at all. He doesn't drink at all.
Right.
A lot of people don't, especially like when you get older. I think you're like done with it, So he doesn't drink at all.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So he has to find somebody for you that drinks, that will reach out, will give us a full report on this by Monday's show.
Oh, all right. I don't know about that, but
why not?
Because I don't want to give him an alcoholic. I don't want to give him an alcohol assignment.
Why?
I don't know.
But it's non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I would give Elio something different to do.
Elio's not drinking it.
Right, but like I don't want to bug him. You really want me to do this?
Yeah.
All right.
What's he doing?
He's busy.
He's busy, but he's got time. What is he gonna do? He's just gonna pick up a phone and say, "Hey, mate, I know you're a big beer fan. Can you just grab some of this new Guinness non-alcoholic? Grab one bottle, and try it out for my dear mate, American mate, Sallie. You know, the one with the breasts. Yes, I've told you about her. Yes. Can you try this Guinness for her? Thank you, mate. Love you. X."
Oh, he would do the X. Yeah. I guess I don't ask people for shit. And so when I do, like if I do, they always do it because I think people know about me that like I'm not one to be like, "Oh, can you do me a favor?" So if I do ask, like really people drop your shit and help me because it's a big deal. So I don't know.
Or any of our friends in England, if they're watching, you have an assignment.
Go have a Guinness for me.
All right.
That was
No
Elio.
way. No way.
Here,
He
you
must
do it. I don't want to mess it up.
Are you watching?
Thank you, mate.
Oh, he is. He's watching.
Yes, I'm hearing every word you're saying.
See, you wouldn't want.
There's a delay on the line.
Here, show the people.
Look, you're about 30 seconds behind us.
Go this way.
Well, any of my friends in England, if they're watching, you have an assignment. Right, so I'm going to have to mute you because you're 30
Yeah.
seconds behind.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. At this point, you're just gonna hear yourself calling. So.
Right, so
Right.
now I've seen it when you called me.
That's funny.
Right. Hello,
Hello.
we're both here. So we've now caught up.
Hey, Amy.
You're 30 seconds behind delay, but I heard the news today about Guinness. I heard the news. Guinness. What are you laughing at?
I'm just telling her to put the phone closer so everybody can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I heard the news today that Guinness are releasing a non-alcoholic beer. So, I don't know.
But you've got nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, that's what I was
He doesn't
thinking.
drink normal Guinness. And I tell you what, like the rest of my family, my dad and my brother and his Canadian partner Joanne, they all love all kinds of beers and they especially love Guinness.
See that?
Good.
Let me
I
ask,
do
they're all getting
too. I
together
love
this
Guinness.
Weekend. I will ask them to try it and to report back.
Yay.
Perfect. And,
Thanks, Amy.
And it's no trouble, right?
Oh, they will see it as a joyous thing to do,
Listen.
believe me.
I've been alcohol free all my life, teetotal. I don't drink at all. But and not even but. Now that Guinness are releasing a beer that's alcohol, I'm like alcohol free. I'm thinking I'm going to taste Guinness for the first time. I'm going to see what that's like.
Oh wow. Well, I think.
Yeah, if it's alcohol free, what does it matter? It's just like a really dark Dr Pepper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great non-alcoholic beers out there. Just within like the last few years, it's been really nice.
Great.
They are.
Anyway,
They're really nice.
Sorry to interrupt your show, but I just wanted to let you know that we've taken the challenge. All right.
Cool. Let us know.
Thanks, pal. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Have a lovely show.
Love you.
Lots of love to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Marcella's here.
Marcella.
Hey, Marcella.
Come and pop your head in, Marcella. Just come and pop your head in. Come and say hello quickly. Just put your head up. Here you go. She just got back
Marcella.
from school. Come and say hello to Tony. There she is.
Yay.
Hiya.
Hey, honey bunny.
Why have you got two different views on?
You're on the radio, Marcella. You're live on the radio in America, by the way. Just so you know.
Wow.
Live on American radio. It's your debut American radio.
Y'all.
Let's say have a great show, Tony and Sally.
Have a great show.
Thanks,
Thanks,
sweetheart.
Marcella.
Bye,
See you
Marcella.
soon. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You
That
know,
was
we
great.
that was way too quick of a call for Andy Plajanos. I mean, Andy, we can call him back and talk to him for another 15 minutes if you want. That was cool. See, I told you. I told you.
Okay.
I told you.
Okay.
All right, let's
That
go
was
back.
great.
That was great. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so let's go back and see some comments. Yeah, Gina said someone else controlled the mute button.
Oh, okay. I would have wanted it. I would have wanted to go.
Chris Smith is watching. Hello, Greg. Hello, Captain Jack.
Hey, Captain.
In the beginning of 2020, there was no toilet paper to be found. However, alcohol was everywhere.
Yeah, like I remember like driving through like the town that I live in, and so many stores were closed, and the liquor stores were wide open with like blinking lights, and like it's funny, and it's fun to kid about how like people are, you see memes all the time with cases of wine in the back of the car to prepare to have to deal with COVID, but a lot of people did, and I think a lot of people started drinking a lot more than they're used to. And that's the thing about alcohol. It's like this slippery slope that the more you drink, the more you drink. And a lot of people it's nice to have like good options.
All right, hold that thought for a second. I just want to say hi to Pat, to Mary, to Marie. Diabetic people drink non-alcoholic beer. All right, now Captain Jack. First of all, he was thrilled to see Elio. So Captain Jack was thrilled to see you. But then Captain Jack says that non-alcoholic beer actually has alcohol in it.
Some do. Like there's a lot that do. It's like 0.0005, and those aren't non-alcoholic. Those are like. But they do. I mean, Jack's right. They do market them as non-alcoholic, and they shouldn't. And then there's the ones that are like full on 0.00.
But why? Why do they have any alcohol?
Because it's more. I don't know. I mean,
That's misleading and it's wrong. That's like like spring water. Did you know you only have to have 10% spring water in a bottle of water?
Well,
for them to be able to say it's pure spring water?
It depends on how serious you are and what situation you're in, as far as like if you're trying to be sober and you don't want any risk, or you're someone who would be affected by that, then you have to be careful of things like mouthwash. Like mouthwash has alcohol in it. So it really depends on the situation that you're in. And maybe companies are just giving different helps to different kinds of people in whatever path they're on.
So yeah, Andrew says that was a short phone call. But Joan brings up a good point. Our beer maven, Mike O'Toole, The Wort, which is on here Monday nights. Well, every other Monday, it's a beer show.
He should do a non-alcoholic night.
But he might have contacts. Maybe he can get some of that beer here. You should. All right, so you took care of the Elio.
It's just not in America.
Now you got to reach out. Now you got to reach out to Mike. Well, but maybe Mike can score some. Maybe Mike has some contacts. I think you should reach out to Mike too. No toilet paper, much alcohol. Couldn't wipe my ass, but I could get hammered. Says Andrew Pilichanos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird this year, and I think it's come to so much alcohol in people's system has kind of come like it. I think it's brought to light to a lot of people's lives. Like first it was funny, now maybe this is something that I need to like step back from. So it's nice to have options,
You say that about me too.
No.
Step back.
No,
say,
baby, I don't
be
want
nice
any
to
more
have options.
No, I don't want any more.
Maybe a
options
guy who's
than you.
missing his left leg this time.
Let me think about that. Well, driving would be easier for the person, but that wouldn't affect me at all. You could drive my car easier. No, I'm sticking with you.
I wonder if I could drive a stick. If I was missing my left leg?
No, because you need two legs
Yeah,
to
but you
do
can
that.
put- Yeah, but you can put the prosthetic down on the clutch, on the foot pedal, and while you're working.
In a pinch, I bet you could do it anyway, right now. Like if you
I've
had
tried.
to,
I've tried, and it's bad.
you can't even get into like third,
It's
second.
ugly.
Okay.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
That is misleading. Just like the intro of Star Trek, space cannot be the final frontier if it never ends. Captain Picard is wrong. Well, it was Captain Kirk said it first. And hello, Kathy. Kathy's watching.
Yeah.
All right. I want to go back to the debate for a second.
Sure.
And not to get political.
Oh.
Like I said, the best part of the debate was that we baked cookies. Elio and Amy, they love those cookies too. We turned Amy onto those cookies, and she fell in love.
Hey, kudos
You're
to
welcome, Amy. So that was the best part for me, was the debate. But now today comes out. All right, I'm just going to read this. Are you guys Kid Rock? Kid Rock.
The white guy rapper who's kind of old.
Yeah, he was just.
I just want to know if I'm right.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he dated Pamela Anderson for a long time, and then he got out of rapping and kind of got into like country rock. I was never a fan. He's just. I know a lot of people like him. I just never really got him.
All right.
So I'm not really.
What's your beef with him
today? Kid Rock's big ass honky tonk and rock and roll steakhouse in Nashville. Big ass honky tonk and rock and roll steakhouse, y'all. in Nashville was cited for violating coronavirus public orders in June after photos showed the place was packed with people where nobody was wearing a mask.
Okay, fair enough.
Back in March. What's so fair about that?
That they
That they shut them down?
They
They
down.
were even
Sure.
forced to close for a little while back in March because they defied the COVID laws.
Okay, still fair enough.
So now last night, this guy shows up at the debates with former pro golfer John Daly.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Well, neither one of them showed up with masks.
Yeah.
They just waltz right in because they're hotshot celebrities. They take a seat at the debates. And somebody went up to him and said, "Excuse us, sir." And they didn't even have masks with them. Somebody had to get them masks. What the hell's wrong with these people? I don't know. I was just never a fan of Kid Rock. When he first came out doing rap to a rock beat, I thought that was it wasn't bad. But then he got into this weird country thing, and he was like kind of going around looking like Southern white trash became the thing, and he was like spearheading that. And then I don't know. Then he was just sampling other songs and trying to make other songs out of them, and he was covering 70s rock. It just wasn't good. And now look at him. He's, I don't even know if he still makes music. But, I don't know. Was never a fan, and I thought this was just plain dumb.
Yeah.
So I felt like picking on him today. What's the matter?
No, I'm just reading comments while you're doing that.
Well, there weren't many since we read them last.
Yeah.
Hello, Brian. What is Luann's? Oh, Luann quit drinking and cigarettes and still got cancer. She wants to go back to drinking and cigarettes.
All right.
Well, that's why I left it there, so they don't have to see our heads looking down all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good idea.
And Andrew Fremder says golf. Now that's a fun sport. I have to say that's something else I never really got. I never got golf.
Have you ever played?
Yeah, I've played plenty actually, and
What's plenty?
A lot.
10 times?
I would say more than that.
Okay.
To me, it's just boring.
It's nice. It's nice to get out and walk around. And
You hit the ball.
it's time consuming. To me,
Well,
it's
yeah.
like a time sink.
You-
But if you love it,
you
then
hit-
it's great.
You hit the ball, then you walk forever, hit the ball again, walk forever, and then hit the ball again. And it takes, if you're playing all 18,
Yeah, 18 is a
you're
long day.
getting home 8 hours later.
Yeah.
Like and you dress weird, and listen to other men brag about stuff that isn't true.
You get to, every time you start a new hole, though, you get to wash your balls.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. See, there's that.
But I wash my balls even with the same old holes.
You do, baby.
Hello, Kellyanne. Hello, Carol Miner.
That's all I had up until I don't know what you got. I've got things like questions, like conversation starters that were kind of good. Unless you have something that you wanted to talk about.
Well, we can do that. I have a couple of things that's time sensitive. And Elio will like this one. Bruce Springsteen's new album comes out today. Go get it.
Have you heard it?
I've heard 2 songs,
You like it?
and I like them both. Yes.
Would I like it?
I think so.
Nice, good.
Bruce is just
Yeah.
musically, he's not the most original guy, but he has great words and just his energy and the E Street Band is just the best.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday Night Live this weekend. Adele is hosting.
Oh, nice.
Musical guest is her, not Adele, but her, the artist named her. She's good. I think you know her if you saw her.
Okay.
She's pretty good. But Adele, as everybody knows, lost all this weight. Man, she's got hotness.
She's smoking.
Yeah. Hello, Taz.
And it's hard to lose weight, as we all know, during the COVID. Like, I was thinking, oh, I bet you she gained it all back. Like, when you said she was hosting, I'm thinking, oh, I wonder how she's doing. Because it's hard.
But did she actually lose it in the first place, or did she pay to have it all sucked out of her?
No, I think she lost it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I don't know either. And I'm not putting her down. I'm just curious.
I think she put the time in.
Andrew Fremder, you hit the ball, then go get it, then do the same thing over and over again. It's like playing fetch with yourself. Andy Plajanos, golf is a good way to spend time with friends that is outside and directed. I prefer walking the course and not drinking.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brother's girlfriend's sister, 1-year-old, died this morning. Oh, goodness, Luann. Sorry to hear that. Wow. Oh, all the best to you and your friends and your...
Wow.
My brother's girlfriend's sister. All right, so all the best to your brother's girlfriend's sister and her family.
Awful.
And wow. Goodness. All right, well, that just stopped us dead in our tracks.
Yeah, no.
Sorry,
but
Luann. All the best to you
thanks
guys.
for telling us. That's awful. Really,
Andy Plajanos, I don't know. Well, I'll go watch a baseball game or a football game or a lacrosse game or a hockey game if I want to enjoy a sport and hang out and talk to my friends. Golfing to me is just boring. It's just boring. I just don't get it.
I was never bored. I mean, I liked it.
I did.
I was
I
never
don't.
like, oh, look at the time. You have a great time.
I don't mind 9.
Yeah.
Playing the
I
first
like
9.
I'll
After
18.
the first 9, it's like, oh, come on already.
Yeah.
It's not my. But again, I'd rather go watch a baseball game. I'd rather go watch football or hockey. I'd rather go watch almost any other sport than golf.
Plus, I would play with my family. Like my dad was a really good golfer, so that was fun because you would play like different things. You know, like he would play gotcha, like you swap balls. You know, stuff like that.
Hey now.
Yeah, like stuff like that was fun.
Hello, Tom. Andrew Fremder says Saturday Night Live should do a skit called Farmer and Adele. Now, that's a good one, Andrew. That's a good one. I think that's funny. But, yeah, she's looking hot. All right, so I got 2 more quick things that's...
You had to say twice she was hot. Couldn't have just loved it the first time.
Did you hear about this woman? Where is Zion Park? Z-I-O-N.
Zion. Isn't that like in some Godspell song? Isn't that the name of one of the Godspell songs? Zion. No? You didn't have that album? Everyone had that album.
My brother did. He still does.
Which one was it? Jesus Christ Superstar and Godspell. We all had them. It was one of the songs.
Okay.
Isn't that in the Bible, Zion?
I don't know. You read it, not me. Well, not all of it. I didn't read all of it.
I don't know. Zion Park?
Yeah.
What about it?
A woman...
I'm going to look it up.
Sure. A woman went there. She went missing for 12 days.
What state?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Where is
Oh,
it?
you don't even know if it's in New Yorker?
I don't even know if it's in America.
Oh, Zion Park.
Oh. New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Right? Isn't that what that just said?
Yeah, New Jersey.
Okay. A woman went missing for 12 days, was found in Zion Park. She lived for 12 days without food or water.
How?
Well, that's kind of what they're wondering. She started fasting 2 days prior to going missing.
Oh.
So her sister has come out saying that maybe she wasn't maybe she had a little temporary insanity going on from not eating.
When they found her, was she completely dehydrated and almost dying, or she was just fine?
Her sister said she was fine.
That's weird.
She lost anywhere from 15 to 18 pounds. They're still.
Oh, I'd be into that.
They're still.
Can we go to Zion Park?
You can go to Zion Park.
Yeah, there's something
I'll
wrong
be back
with
here
me.
eating my chocolate chip cookies.
I remember one time watching Oprah, and they had this woman on who was like so thin, and her story was that she had no idea she had a tapeworm, and all the horrifying, how horrifying it is to have a tapeworm, and the tapeworm grew so large. She didn't have enough calories, and she couldn't figure out why she was losing weight, and that's how they discovered it. And I'm sitting there going, how do we get me a tapeworm?
Well, I lost a lot of weight from cancer, so
We have to go to Zion Park.
cancer is always a good weight loss plan.
But then you gained it right back in a day and a half, though.
No, I didn't.
How long did that take you?
About a year and a half.
Didn't you say to yourself, once you finished with cancer and chemo, there wasn't a part of you that was wow, at least this was a good thing because of it. I'm gonna stick with this and eat salads.
No, not at first. At first, I just want to get back to life pre-cancer. And I guess I kind of did because I gained all the weight back. I've since lost weight, but I just wanted normalcy, what I thought was normalcy. I didn't care about anything. Golfing is a good walk spoiled, said Mark Twain. It is being active. I won't go for a hike. I would never go watch other people play golf. I'd rather just go walk through the neighborhood. What are you?
What's wrong?
Because you're scrolling through comments before we're reading them.
So read them.
No. Zion Park sounds like some place on another planet. Yes, I agree. Oh, Gina's saying it's in Utah.
Oh.
I don't know, we just said Jersey. All right, well. So anyway, yeah, she lost 15 to 18 pounds. Yeah, without any gear, food, or water. I just thought this was kind of amazing. And before the comments are read, and we have a back and forth until 12:15, I looked up the story, and it is Zion National Park in Utah. Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay.
But so what's in New Jersey? Is that the name of a town? And now somebody's calling from Zion Park in Utah.
Jackson Center, Ohio.
Answer it.
No. I get calls all the time. I feel like every once in a while I'll get like calls for like weeks. Like it'll be like something I buy online that isn't from Amazon, and then I'll have like, weeks of phone calls. It's so annoying. Maybe I'll give like a fake phone number out next time I buy anything.
Hello. Wow, look at that name. Gangadino. Gangadino?
Nice.
I apologize if I'm getting that wrong. Or maybe we just call you Dino. Nice to see you. Thanks everybody for watching today. We're seeing a lot of new names. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Our apologies. Normally we're in a full, complete professional studio with microphones and videos and phone hookups. Our studio's been going under renovations for a while. We've hit a couple of roadblocks here and there. So we're hoping it's done soon. We are definitely behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. We're hoping, I know I say it all the time, but I'm always hoping just another couple of weeks. So there you go. All right, so the last thing I have, and then we'll get into your conversation.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I know a lot of people will, they complain about things like a TV show or music lyrics. Like, what was that? Was that last year or 2 years ago where the old classic "Baby, It's Cold Outside"? There was, some people were calling for some of the lyrics to be changed.
People complaining about everything because of like Me Too stuff.
Right, and then people were saying, well, that's just how the song goes, and back then it was acceptable, and they get, all crazy about it.
Okay.
Well, now...
What happened to something you love?
Well, it's not...
You have a look on your face.
No.
Like something happened to something you love.
It's not something I love, but I did find this interesting, and I'm curious what they have to say about it. Disney. When you're watching an old Disney movie...
Oh, are they not going to knock off the mom anymore?
No, they have to knock off the mom. It's not a Disney movie without knocking off the mom. Just ask Flipper. No, not Flipper. What was the little bunny's name?
Thumper.
Thumper.
But Thumper's mom didn't die. It was...
Bambi's mom died.
Bambi's mom.
Bambi's mom. All right, I had the right movie.
You blocked it because it was so upsetting to you.
Yes. No, it wasn't. I actually saw that. I remember seeing that movie and I didn't cry. Snoopy Come Home made me cry. When Snoopy left Charlie Brown to go back to his original owner.
Oh, yeah.
That made me cry. But then he ended up back to Charlie Brown. He said, screw this. That was the reason I left you in the first place and went back to Charlie Brown. Disney is now, when you watch some of their old movies, before the movie starts, there's now going to come up a warning to let you know that there is racist material in this movie. They're not taking out the racist material. They're letting you know that when the movie was made, it was acceptable and it's a sign of the times. But they're quoted as saying, we can't change the past, but we can learn from it. Movies like The Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, Swiss Family Robinson will all have racist warnings before the movie starts. Peter Pan. Apparently in Peter Pan, somebody says something about Redskins. In Dumbo, they use the term Jim Crow. Actually, I think one of the characters' name is Jim Crow. And there's apparently some scenes with some faceless black characters, which I don't recall that. But so I was just curious. I mean, they're not changing anything, so I guess it's so people still get to see their movie the way it was and still get to enjoy the nostalgia. But do you care that there's now going to be warnings? Do you think it's too far? Do you think it matters? Andrew Plagano set up his phone to not even ring for calls that are not his contacts.
Oh, you have to take my phone and do that for me when I can see you in person.
Carla Okerson called him the other day 4 times in a row and didn't have her as a contact, so I got a pretty aggressive message telling me not to send her voicemail. Hello, Robert. Hello, Chris. The song Baby It's Cold Outside, everybody had a problem with. However, he was just trying to be polite and a gentleman, and he didn't want her to be in the cold.
He wanted to bang her.
Okay, that's all right. When my wife was preggers with our first, we started noticing in movies the nice parents die early, so we decided to be mean and nasty so we could live longer.
Who said that?
Andy Plaginos.
That's great.
That's funny.
Yeah, I like even, not even just racism, like all the Christmas shows that are played, they're all about like disability, like the Misfit Toys and Rudolph,
Tiny Tim was
having the red nose and no one's gonna want you because you're different. It's like all this like stuff. But it's a learning tool and it's funny because that's the way it was back then. And isn't it great that we grow? And are better. We're all doing better. I don't know if we need disclaimers. I mean, it's kind of like you have to really put this beverage is hot label when you're asked for a hot beverage. Sometimes I feel like it's just to cover people's asses, but I don't know. I don't care. I'm just glad they're not changing it because it does show where we were as a society and how we're trying to be better.
And then how do you react, though, to the racist stuff that's in the movie?
Well, I guess if you're sitting on the couch, if you see a disclaimer and you're sitting on the couch and nothing bothers you, then you need to look deep inside and figure out, what changes you need to make or learn. What diversity class do you need? I would feel that way, I guess.
Captain Jack says, what about Uncle Ramos? I don't know. Who's Uncle Ramos?
I used to go to Ramos Pizza. That was good. I don't know what Uncle Ramos is.
These Disney movies are not racist. People just have issues and have nothing better to do. Well, faceless black characters, that's a little racist. I still like The Lion King. It's not racist, just, those clouds in The Lion King that spell out sex.
Oh, I don't think I ever noticed that.
Oh, really? You've never heard that? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cartoon movies that have little suggestive
like
stuff in the background.
That's
hilarious. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I like that stuff too.
Luann says it doesn't matter. Andy Plagano says it's like the piracy statement we used to have to sit through in the 80s on the VHS cassettes.
Yeah, because I rent movies from the library, and so I still will see those. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to go to jail for $100,000 if I tape this.
Yeah. Anybody that cares about this is being silly.
Yeah.
But do you still laugh though, like the Little Rascals? All sorts of racist stuff in there. And do you laugh now, or do you sit back and say, "Oh, that wasn't nice"? It's I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Just don't be a dick. That's
the message here, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop being a dick.
Stop being a dick. There you go.
I've got a mouth on me today.
You do. Like to get a mouth on me. Hello, Bonnie. I thought you were gonna do your thing.
Oh, I didn't know if you were done yelling at Disney.
Song of the South, Zippity Doo Dah.
Oh yeah, my mom used to whistle that.
Yeah, but that has racial connotations.
I don't know.
Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity Yellow, my for the planet sunshine, come on. You know what? I don't know all the words. Do you?
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything in it. Maybe it's like verse 3 or something.
But you just said you know it.
Well, I just got as far zippity zoo
Well, you couldn't even get that done.
My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my ways. There's a
Bluebird on my shoulder.
bluebird on my shoulder. It's maybe, I don't know after that.
Oh, all right. You said you knew it, so I was
Everything
just.
is satisfactual. Yeah, I don't see
So you don't
it.
know it.
I'm
And- and
trying to remember with you saying, do you know it? Do you not know it? Do you know it? No,
I'm trying to clarify. You said you knew
know.
it. You said you knew it, so I was trying to get the words from you because you said you knew it. You lied to me.
Dick.
You said you knew. Why am I the dick? You said you knew it.
I was working it out in my head.
Okay, so keep going.
No, you're too interruptive.
She just doesn't know it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hear like the line.
Tony channeled Robert De Niro for the. Oh, that's a little racist. Was it? Was it De Niro-ish? It was racist. You blew it. You blew it. You got to do it like any classic De Niro scene. He just repeats his line 1,800 times.
You do that good though. All right, so I've got I've just got like some questions.
All right.
There was like a whole list, so I wrote down the ones that I thought were like interesting. If you could change your first name, what would you change it to?
Buckwheat. I have no desire to change my name.
Let's say you had to, where someone will shoot you right in the head and you'll die, and then they'll put a different name on your tombstone, so you have to.
That's a pretty strange reason to kill somebody. Like, how does it affect the shooter what the victim's name is?
You never know why someone's going to kill someone. Sometimes it's just because they didn't pick a different name.
They scream the N-word 3 times in the third verse of Zippity Doo Dah. I just got to tell a funny story that you'll recall. We were doing a game show once, and our game show is trivia questions. We just asked random trivia questions, and the question was, oh jeez, I'm having a brain fart. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a blank by the toe. Now, I grew up with catch a tiger by the toe.
Me too.
Well, sure enough, the person hits the buzzer, and they
You
said...
should say that we were at
it was a senior citizen
a senior
place.
citizen place. So these were all
80-year-olds.
World War II.
Yeah.
Like they had a different life.
They had a completely different version of that song.
And they were very sexual too.
Yes, they were. That was funny. But I just remember being shocked. I was like, whoa! For 2 reasons. One, that was the lyric in the song, but 2, that she just said it right into the mic like it was nothing.
Yeah, and everyone in the audience sitting at their tables was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm looking for tiger. How are you coming up with this other word?
Like, you're like this. I was like, oh.
I never, ever heard that before. I never knew that.
I've heard
I
it
was...
before.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was completely floored. It shocked me.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go through some comments. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Let's see. The shows Sanford and Son and All in the Family made fun of everyone and were great shows. Everyone is sensitive nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, even the Jeffersons. If you watch the Jeffersons, all the white people were stupid. The next door neighbor, the one guy, Tom, who was married to Lenny Kravitz's mom, Roxy Rooker, on the show, that is. They were dumb, but it was funny. Who cares? Speaking of Robert De Niro, I think people with too much facial plastic surgery look like De Niro trying to sneeze. Gina says, whoops, people need to remember what times these movies were made and use
you just learn from it.
And use as a discussion starters with new generations. Actually,
it's like being mad at your grandpa for whatever feelings he has. Just like let him have the next 6 months of his life and leave him alone.
But that's actually, if I'm not mistaken, that is part of the warning that comes up with Disney. They say something about, we advise you guys to use this as a discussion starter. I swear to God. If I could change my first name, I would change it to Thor, says Andrew Fremder.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hello, Stevenson. Kirsten wants to change it to Kristen because everybody mispronounces it.
Yeah, I never say Kirsten. I have a friend who I don't know. I forever I just called her Kirsten. Like for like years. Like we're talking about like really really good friend of mine, and finally like I realized that's not your name, is it?
Jonathan was all upset in first grade when they were learning to write their names. He came home and said, while crying, "Why can't you change my name to Sam?"
Before I saw the Sam part, I had the same exact situation, only Sam came home and he was like my kid's name's Sam, and he was like, "This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me." Everyone is sitting there for hours trying to like do their name, and he's like, "This is so cool."
Look at that.
What?
My mother says I remember using that word as a little kid. I didn't know my mother was racist.
Yeah.
Wow, I see you in a completely different light now, Mother. I'm going to burn crosses on your front lawn.
Someone has to go to diversity training.
Yep. I'm calling
Someone.
the racist headquarters.
Jerry rig can be heard as an...
Yes.
Yeah, we heard that the other night.
No, that's right, yeah. Also, the ice cream truck song had several years where it had racist lyrics. What ice cream truck song?
Well, whatever. You know, the ice cream truck song.
Yeah. Those shows were making fun of the racists. The jokes were not there just to be jokes. They were comments on the people who say these things casually. Look into what Norman Lear has said about it. I agree. All in the Family did nothing but make Archie look like a jerk and an idiot. I don't know if that was the case, though, with the Jeffersons. You know, the Jeffersons, like I said, the next door neighbor and the guy who lived downstairs who was married to the black woman, they always had this, they were always like Suzanne Summers on Three's Company. They were like the ditzy blondes. They always just...
What was his name? Tom?
I think Tom, and I forget the English next door neighbor's name.
I had no idea that Lenny Kravitz, until like you told me that was his mom.
I thought everybody knew that. Yeah, that's Lenny Kravitz's mom, Roxy Roker.
He's great. I think he's a
love
great actor. I really like him.
He's on my bucket list. He's one of my favorites, and I've never seen him.
Yeah, I would love to go see like an intimate concert. Does he just do big shit things? I hate going to big shit concerts. I like intimate concerts.
My mother says just part of the rhyme. No backtracking now, lady. You blew it. You blew it.
Just part of the rhyme.
All right, so no, I wouldn't change my name. So, but if somebody, I would just go with Buckwheat. That was my nickname in high school, and it wasn't racial. And then I would love to see that on my tombstone, Buckwheat. I think that would be funny. So yeah, that's what I'd change my name to. Next question, or do you have more?
Oh,
Was that it?
No, I do have more, but it's 12 o'clock.
It's 11:57 and 46 seconds.
And you're going to say goodbye for 20 minutes. Oh, let me remind myself.
Come on, let's do another 5 minutes.
I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'll say goodbye, and then I'll write goodbye.
3 more questions.
3 more questions?
3 more questions. We'll be done in 5 minutes.
I don't know about 3. All right. Would you rather live...
Yes.
In a country that was too hot all the time or a freezing cold all the time? This is tricky. Like, I know you're like, oh, I hate the heat. But it's tricky.
No, I'm going to pick the hot.
Me too.
For a few reasons. 1, I can get an air conditioner.
Okay.
2, when it's hot, hot women wear next to nothing or naked completely.
It's funny you say that because that was going to be one of my reasons to pick the heat. Because if you're like, oh yeah, if you're cold, you could always take something off, so it would probably be more comfortable. But if you're freezing all the time and you're always wearing all this clothes, I think I would hate that. And
I hate that.
And then I would think, I think your body gets used to wherever you are.
Plus, there's baseball in summer. Read Andrew Fremder's...
We saw a good movie last night, speaking of baseball in Florida.
We did. We should wait. Well, let's talk about that on Monday.
Okay. I like intimate concert as well, especially one involving my skin flute. Okay.
Andy Plajanos' nickname in high school was Plagina.
Aww. That's not good.
All right, next. Little Rascals were great. Yes, Luann, they were. When I met Spanky, I was like a kid meeting Santa Claus. I was 21, I believe.
My sister Lori met Spanky too. It was like the highlight of her life. I'm like,
It was, yeah, I'm telling, and it's funny, Elio was watching. When Elio was here with us, Elio and Amy were here with us a year ago. We tried showing them Little Rascals. They were unfamiliar with it. I guess they didn't have it in England, and they were just like they were just like confused puppies.
It's just nostalgic, I guess.
Oh,
for
it's
you.
funny. It's funny. Luann also wants to go into the hot. Andy Plajanos wants to go into the freezing cold. You can always put something on. You can't always
Yeah, but
take
then you're
stuff off.
stuck with that. Wherever you go, you have to grab a jacket to go outside. You know, like sometimes, like by the time spring comes, you could just go outside.
you
Like
put
you'll
all-
never experience
You
that.
put all the layers on and the cold stuff. You can't move. It's aggravating.
And I think you get like I mean I wish everyone could just live in fall weather. It's just beautiful. But
Kirsten says cold Kirsten. All right, what's next?
What do you love most about yourself?
Oh my goodness. See, all right, well, what do I love most about myself?
I'm making them harder so he lets us go home.
I know that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like we agreed to go
thinking,
5 minutes, and now we got to get in-depth personal questions.
Smack him. I was waiting for all right. Well, would you look at the time?
My enormous
Penis.
8-hour penis.
That's my favorite part about you too, baby.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd really have to think about that.
You're thinking physically or well, it's funny because like when I was like just reading these questions, when I first read that one, I actually wasn't thinking it was a question on your body features. I thought it was like a question. What is it? What do you love most about yourself? I thought it was like your character, but
I was
but
joking
you interpreted
about the
it.
penis.
Yeah, you interpreted it as a physicality. So I don't know.
So what do you want? You want physicality, or do you want character, or you want both, or you want neither?
I just read it differently.
Hey, Linda's watching. Hello,
So
Linda.
you answer how you want. Hey, Linda. Oh, Andrew said he looks good in jackets. Yeah, it is. Summer is rough.
Andy, we've seen you in jackets. It's not.
When I have to put my sweaters away, I'm like,
Oh my goodness. My interest in other people and what they have to say. I work hard.
I don't have that.
I work hard at trying not to judge people until I hear what they have to say about stuff or why they did something. I try very hard to do that.
That's a good character, and you like that about people.
I like to think I'm successful most of the time at doing that. I don't know if I am. I don't know if that's for me to say, but
meaning that you listen rather than think about what you're going to say next.
Or if it's not somebody I'm having a conversation with, even if it's somebody I'm just reading about, I like to just think, all right, well, they have their reason for doing, as long as it's not causing harm in any way. Like
understanding their side of something, that's what you mean? All right.
Or even if I don't know their side, I'd like to think, as long as they're not hurting somebody, I like to think I can sit there and say, well, all right, well, to each their own. They can, they have the right to do that, or it worked for them.
Yeah. No, I see that about you a lot. Yeah. I don't have that.
Let's see. Andrew. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think character. Like I think what I like about myself is if I'm around people, I'm good at intuitively knowing what will help them at the moment.
You are very good at that. I've seen you do that a lot.
I like that about myself. Like I feel like especially like your friends, your family. I think the world's so difficult, and I like that if I see someone need something, even if it's just a simple thing, just like lightening their load. I like to do that. I like to do that a lot. No, I like to do that. So I like that about myself. I think I'm good at that.
Andrew Fremder, what I love about myself is that I'm still alive. Andy Plagianos, I love most about myself that I love the most about myself. Kirsten loves her eyes. Luann loves her smile and her eyes. Hello, Peter. Hello, Bobby Inns. Nice to see you, Bobby. Andy Plagianos, I love my daughters. That's what he loves about himself. His
Luann
daughters.
loves
That's
her
cool.
forgiving heart. That's good to have.
Hello, Hector. Tony's love about himself seems like an excuse for letting that guy grope Sallie when they did the show outside.
Right? Yeah. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Tony.
Andy Plagianos now has to leave. Thank you. Thanks for that parting shot, you prick.
Thank you, Andy.
All right, one last question. One more, and then we'll go.
All right. Okay. Well, I only had one.
You only have one
I
more
just
anyway?
figured you had like a whole
I have a whole
stuff.
bunch of
I just like took like 4 of them and plopped them. I
Plopped
barely
them.
read them, so I don't even remember what it is. If you could travel back in time, what year would you visit?
1961. I would go to the Cavern Club in Liverpool and go see the Beatles.
Wow, you knew this already.
It's something I've already thought about, and I would go up to them afterwards and say, "You guys are great," and become their friends and hang out with them all through the 60s.
That's fantastic.
I've read in books that even people that have seen the Beatles, like at Shea Stadium, like after they hit it big, I've read a lot of books where people have said you never saw the Beatles unless you saw them before they hit it big, because that's when people can hear them. First off,
yeah.
that's when they can just really let loose without any expectations, and there's some bad quality live recordings of them before they were famous, and it is actually pretty cool. Some of the songs they played, and very high energy, very wild. You can actually understand why people started flocking to them and were attracted to them, because they were quite a good bar band.
Yeah, so different.
Yeah. And then, of course, what they ended up becoming was equally as amazing. So,
Still.
yeah, I would go back to 1961, go to the Cavern Club in Liverpool and see the Beatles play, and then
Be their best friends.
become friends with them. And they had their guys, they had their roadies, their group of guys
You'd
that
be
were
a
always
Beatle
there.
roadie?
I would love to be one of those guys and just, stay with them. And some of those guys still work for them today, for the various, whether it's for Paul Ringo or the estate of the others,
I
would
still
love
think
to do
you
that.
should be consider being an archivist.
Yeah, I
you
offered
call
that. An archivist.
Like Billy Joel.
Billy Joel had an archivist. He passed away. I don't know if Billy has one
So
now.
who took over?
I don't know.
Or does he just think he's not doing anything new, so what's the point?
I told
I
Bill-
bet you have shit that they don't have.
our pal Carl Wooden, who's been on our show. He was friends with Billy Joel's archivist, and I've said that to Carl. I think Carl should reach out and take that job with Billy. I offered that to Elio once, and I would still like to do that. That's almost like a bucket list thing. I'd like to do that with Elio stuff.
Yeah.
And archive it and catalog it. Yeah, and I would get a big kick out. I don't know. I'm a nerd. I like that stuff.
And you're very anal retentive about stuff like that too.
Thank
Which
God
surprised
Andy
people.
Plagano signed off when you said I'm anal retentive. Thank God. Based on what I've said, what do you think will help me the most? Because I have no idea. What are you talking about, Andrew? Hello, Dora. Andrew Fremder, if I can go back in time, I would drive 88 miles an hour to any year other than 2020. Yeah, true. The 50s when most women were homemakers, says Kirsten. Well, why, you'd like to be a homemaker? 38 years ago, changed my whole life to bad, says Luann. Is that when you got sick? With cancer?
Or maybe just bad choices or something. Wouldn't it be cool if I could go back to, to my mom as a teenager and, not let her have that first cigarette? Be like, hey.
So your mom
I'm
as a
your
teenager,
future-
not you as a
yeah,
teenager.
I'm
Yeah,
your
yeah.
future daughter, and you could have a really cool life if you
Well-
just put that fucking thing down.
Yeah, and I would...
You
Ow!
Uh-huh.
And I would do that with my mother, too. I would go back to my mother, but I would go back to her when she's like 5 and just teach her, that black people are nice people so that she wouldn't
She's
grow up
not
to be the
racist
racist
anymore.
that she's become. Hello, Anne-Marie. So we have a lot of work to do now. I mean, she's 75, so she doesn't have a lot of time left. You think we'll be able to to get this out of her.
I'm gonna kill you.
Mom, we're gonna buy you some sweet shop today, so I can say this. The sweet shop.
Yeah, don't eat lunch.
Yeah, don't eat lunch, Mom. We're gonna buy you some sweet shop. So, in fact, text Sallie. Tell her what you want.
Yeah, tell me what you want.
Because we're out of here in a few minutes.
10 minutes ago. Tony has to say goodbye for 20
I was
minutes.
just about to say goodbye. Everybody have a great weekend. Hey, if you're on Long Island looking for something to do this weekend, come to White Post Farms. Sallie makes a killer kettle corn. I'm hosting the gig. It's our last weekend there. Wow, this 6 weeks went fast.
Yeah, I did.
It's our last weekend there, hosting their weekend fun during the fall. Yes, Kirsten says yes. She would like to be a homemaker and have more time taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So come say hi to us at White Post Farms this weekend if you're around. Enjoy Chef Felix. He's on Gov's Radio Sunday morning at 11. Today is Friday, so we have Domestic Disturbance tonight at 9:30. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something here on Gov's. Domestic Disturbance tonight. Felix on Sunday. That's it? You're right there?
Yeah.
What happened?
I just dropped my hair thing.
Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy Felix on Sunday. Domestic Disturbance tonight. Sallie and I will be back here on Monday at 11 a.m. We hope you have a great weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. Stay dry. And we'll see you Monday at 11. Bye, everybody.